up, y'all? Welcome back to the Carpenters Apprentice. We're here with another talented local artist who's doing a lot of phenomenal things here in the city. Sir, might you introduce yourself?
I'm Anthony Dean Harris. I'm the host of The Lineup, Fridays at 9 on KRTU. I'm the archivist and special assistant at Flight Gallery at the Blue Star Complex. I am the editor-in-chief of nextbop.com, a modern jazz website, run out of Canada and edited here, and I think that's about all the things I could list for this. Yeah, makes sense.
Wow, that's it?
Yeah, I think those are the most notable things, probably.
No kidding, and KRUT is like a staple.
KRTU.
K
Radio Trinity University.
KRTU. I had K-Rut. That's what I was trying to say. All right, but anyways, in any sense, I was still wrong. So, sir, what is it like to be there and to be a part of that? Because that's a radio station that's been running for a long time.
Yeah, it's been doing jazz for maybe some 15 years now. I've been there for 9, I want to say. Wow. 8 or 9 years. And yeah, it's always it's been an honor to be there at the station. I've been listening to it before that, so to be able to sit in a room and talk to myself for an hour, and then put on music, and people send me things, and to be part of the jazz canon, to be able to talk about this music and share it with others, it's an immense honor to be able to do that.
You know, I don't know much about jazz, but I do know something about that little radio station you were talking about. When I was a little kid, I used to listen to it in like a closet, and I would just listen to it because I didn't want anybody else to hear that I was listening to that kind of music. But I always would think it was kind of cool, you know, and I would listen to it real late at night, and then sometimes I'd call the DJs, and they were actually there. And I wonder if you guys even realize that little things like that happen throughout the day.
Half the time, yes, and half the time, no. I try to think of it where most of the time, I'm thinking nobody's listening to this thing, so I'm just a guy in a room talking to myself, because I'm frequently a guy in a room talking to myself, but this is legitimized. But the other half of the time, I am sometimes thinking about sometimes people call in. This is how people are entertaining themselves, or they'll listen to it in the archives afterwards, and this is a thing that people enjoy, and they're learning from it, and they're consuming this artwork that I'm compiling and putting together afterwards. So it's a nice thought to think about half the time. But although in that context I'd like to think of it better to think of it as no one's listening to it, and it's just me in a room talking to myself, because it's easier to do. The sense of perfectionism is there, where it's I'm on the air, I'm live, I have to get it right. You can't curse in the middle of the moment, so don't screw it up. But in order to get through that, it still helps to go, you're in the room, it's an hour. Talk for 8 minutes, you're good.
Yeah, that's true. Have you found any kind of unique experiences working with the radio station?
For many years, I used to have, I'm not great with New Year's resolutions. So my New Year's resolution would always be, some years ago, I can't remember what year it was. It was try to do as many dope things as possible while broke. And then
how'd that go?
And it works. So many times over, it's worked. But every subsequent year has been now try to work on the broke thing.
How is that getting?
Has not worked out yet. Has not worked out yet. But I've still. I like the avenues that it's provided me, the folks that it's introduced me to, the figures in jazz that are extremely important, who are legendary, or the ones who are introductory. It's put me on a path which I greatly appreciate. The folks that I've been introduced to, and the places that I've been to, and the folks that I've met, and the things I've experienced through it. I really like that it started me on various other things that I know, where KRTU has gotten me on that path to other experiences.
And anything, how can folks get a hold of you after this? How can they make contact with you?
My the blog, as I said, is called Next Bop. So it's like Bebop, except the one after that, Next Bop, NEXTBOP. So that we're on Instagram at nextbop.com, spelled out entirely, or the Facebook at Next Bop. My personal Twitter and Instagram is I_ADH for Anthony Dean Harris. So yeah, all the various methods to connect to me through that.
Fantastic. And anything you want to tell the folks before we go?
I can't think of much.
That's the most honest response I've ever heard. Some people really try to bullshit him.
I got thrown into this interview, and yeah, it's a nice experience. So I can't think of any ongoing message afterwards. So hope y'all enjoyed this.
Well, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said about us. Appreciate you. And for you guys, we'll see you next time.